Okay, this is another common one that we've done heaps of times. We're just going to do another one of these. There's some good news for you guys, folks. Because of the COVID-19 threat, most op shops have closed their doors, like Salvation Army, Vinnie's, what's the other one? Whatever, most Lifeline and that. But I found some good news today. There was a Lifeline store open in my nearby suburb of Narrabeen, so I can get some more stuff to demo with, like clothing and shit, and also buy stuff for myself to wear, or things, or should I say, I do need a new backpack. I was thinking, oh shit, where am I going to get a new backpack from? They're all shut. So I not a new one, a second-hand one, I meant. So yeah, I'm just really glad to see that someone's braving the coronavirus problem and making themselves useful. So yeah, it's good for the charity as well. There's going to be a lot of people who need charity because of it. And this is a Snooty magazine, and he's supposedly trying to save see here, how hotelier John Claude Branch is battling to save jobs during COVID-19. I don't normally admire people on the front of these magazines, but whatever, it's good to see that someone's trying to make things easier for their employees, especially during this time of disease, this time of difficulty we're all having, folks, in this history, in this page of history that's happening all around the world. So, you can't escape it. It's like typically like the shit literally hitting a fan. It's really bad. Now this looks interesting, but we fucked up. We chose the wrong original size. That looks interesting though. And it's also too wishy-washy. But basically, yeah, some people it's good to see Lifeline keeping their doors open. Not all their shops, of course, but the shop that I was referring to is, now we were meant to make it original size A3. So yeah, it's good to see that some employers are trying to keep their employees comfortable, trying to make allowances. I'm not going to bother reading it. I don't have time to read shit like this. But it's good to see some bosses doing the right thing by their employees, because it is a very tough time, folks. I want to acknowledge that. Now that looks interesting. Wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. It's going to be there. But yeah, it's good to see some employers doing their employees the right thing. It's really good to see that, folks. Now we can put it on A4. Probably didn't need to do that anyway. But yeah, it's good to see someone doing the right thing. Especially with pubs. Pubs are really doing it tough. I know pubs have got a lot of bad things like drinking, people getting drunk, although they say that they try to tell people not to get drunk, that you'll get thrown out of the establishment. But, it's got gambling, and people are typically allowed to smoke in the gambling area, the poker machine room. So, it's not a very good thing, but you get good meals at pubs. You can get really good bistro type meals. I used to occasionally have a bistro meal. They're really nice, and they cost less than a posh restaurant, if I'm correct. So I do like typically I like having fish and chips, and this is all too light. This is all fucking wishy-washy. So yeah, I like having fish and chips. I really do. And it's really nice to have that in the pub or where they got the bistro. like going to RSL clubs, for example, having fish and chips there, having maybe some dessert and coffee. I'm not interested in gambling and drinking and all that sort of shit. I just like the food. The food's nice and the atmosphere. I don't know about the atmosphere, but the food is nice, I must admit. I'm going to make that the centre. So the food is really good. It's nice to have good food. I'm actually thinking we're going to darken it. For some reason, it's looking wishy-washy. I don't know what I've done. I might have forgotten to set something. I'm going to check. I might have forgotten to set... No, hang on. I've got them all. No, I haven't. I forgot to set them. That's why it's all wishy-washy. Because I forgot to set these controls the way I like to set them. This is the second time today that I've absent-mindedly forgotten to set the controls. I like them a certain way, and I don't like that wishy-washy appearance, but that just proves that obviously my settings are useful. But they look shit house, like wishy-washy, yuck. But basically, yeah, I do enjoy bistros and having the fish and chips and having a coffee, just relaxing there. But I'm not interested in all the vices that they offer. And I've never smoked. I just like the food that they have on offer. Wondering where the centre of this, I think I thought it was there. That's it, that's that one. So that's this one. So that's our second piece of this. But yeah, it's not easy. I don't think it's an easy job working in a pub or a bar or working in a club and having to deal with patrons that are drunk. Wondering why my pictures were wishy-washy. Okay, out it comes, like they come, these ones here. Now I keep wondering where the centre of the job is all the time on this one. Yeah, that's it. That looks quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.